Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to show you how I use Procreate brushes in Zoom Notes. Now up front, I will tell you, in my mind, Zoom Notes is the best of all worlds. Alright, so for the first year and a half, I never would touch any other app to do anything. If I couldn't create it in Zoom Notes, I felt like I didn't need it. However, I am the lover of all things that are art-like, and of course Procreate. I think I probably had Procreate first, and it's awesome for what it does. And the deal is, I would still prefer always to use Zoom Notes, even to do things that you do in Procreate, but there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there that are creating brushes that they sell, and I love them. Now, a lot of them will include a GIF, a ping file of their brushes, but 90% of them probably don't. So you really don't, theoretically, you don't have the ability to use it in Zoom Notes. However, you can. So I'm going to show you how I do it anyway. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up Procreate next to Zoom Notes. And here's a brush that's one example that I know these guys did not create ping files for each one of these brushes. Now, you know, most of the time a brush in Procreate is just a line art of some sort. It's just a black and white image that you can make a color in Procreate. And this particular brush set, see all these different brushes in this set. Now, each one of them is intended to manually draw letters. So you can arrange them and then draw different styles of lettering. Very cool. However, I don't use it that much. But I do have this entire set saved exactly like I'm going to show you how I did it. First of all, let me go ahead and deselect that. Now I'm going to select this image right here. Let me go ahead and change to the next page over here. Now I've got this selected, and I drag my 3 fingers down and do copy, and then go over to Zoom Notes over on the left and double tap. Now I've just copied that image that I can use anytime in Zoom Notes. Now I would not, you see how instead of just copying the selected, it copied all the air around it, and I don't want all that, and I want to go ahead and fix that because you don't want to save it this way. You know, you try to trim off all that extra stuff so you're not accidentally selecting it later. But so I would pull it into edit, go ahead and get rid of all that extra space around it, and do done. Okay, now I would go ahead and make that into a symbol. Go here. Well, I should have a folder, so let me go ahead and, well, I'll go ahead and, what do I want to do? Close that out and create a new folder. Let me tap ignore that, delete that. All right. I wanted to deselect this shape because I want to add a folder, and if I had clicked on the add, it would have added the symbol instead of adding a new folder. So I'm going to say yes. Now I've got a folder called folder, let's see, I guess it's folder 3. It's empty. All right, now see, you go ahead and have that done already. Then select this and do the plus sign, and now I've just added that, and now I can stamp it wherever, whenever. And see, it is a ping. so it's transparent. I just did it again. So that's what I do. Now, of course, you've always got the option to not drag and drop it if you're not wanting to do it right that second. Just go ahead and save it as a ping file. Just go to, let me make sure this is all on one layer. I want to go to that layer and turn that one off. And I'm going to turn off the background because I want these three things to be on a ping file that I can separate and use individually. And I did a couple of colors on purpose because that way I can take it into hue and change the hue, have the same paintbrush look and watercolor look, but have it in a different color. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. But if I turn that off and then do a save, which is the gear and share and ping, it just exported it. I'm going to put it into save image, and now it's there, so I can use it, you know, anytime. I can get it later and do it when I have more time. Another thing that I do a lot of, let me go make sure I'm on a good layer. Okay, I'm on. I want to turn the background back on. If I had left that on before I saved it, it would have been a white background, and I did not want that. I wanted it to be the clear. So, or the transparent, I should say. All right, so I'm on a different layer. I'm going to turn the paintbrush, the paint off, hide it. And now on layer 3, I'm going to use this brush, I think. And let me see what color it ends up being. Oops, cancel. Another reason I don't use it a lot is you know, when you swap back and forth, you forget stuff. So I had to display it. It was hidden. So now I've just created a page that's got shadow on it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to export that. I could do a JPEG, but I'm going to go ahead and do ping. I'm going to see if that makes me happy. I'm not real sure exactly. Oh no, I never did turn off. Okay, I've got the white version. Even though I saved it as a ping, it's still going to be white with the grayish. But now I'm going to turn off the background color, and you can't even see it. But let's see the difference that it makes in Zoom Notes. Save that as a ping. Save that as an image. Okay, now if I go back to Zoom Notes, so now I'm on a blank page, and if I open up, pull in these two images, I'm going to pull in all three of them. And, okay, there. There they all three are. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I was talking about. I just bring it into edit and change the hue. So I'm clicking on edit. Well, let me do the selection menu so you see what I'm doing. Selection, then go into image and crop resize. And now I'm just going to change the hue. Just drag it to the right. And see, because I've got the two different colors, I'm getting two different results. So I could save this and have all kinds of bits and pieces. I mean, different color of this paint. All right, now what I would do what I'm going to do now is go ahead and make these into separate pieces. Do save and continue, and then do this one the same way, save and continue. Actually, I'm just going to do done because I don't care about that little one. I just want these two. So now these two images are ready to store as a symbol. I can select both of them. Okay, now I've got both of them selected. So if I do I just wanted to show this in case somebody's new and didn't know you can do this. Create new symbol. And see, it gives you the option to save them one per image or save both of them together. And I want to do it one per image, so when I save it, they're going to be two individual things. So if I go look at them now, oh heck, I put them in the wrong folder. I remember. So here's one of them, and here's the other one. And I just put it in the main folder. I didn't have that empty folder like I was using. All right, so that's what I could do with those brushes. Now let me show you. I want to copy this other page looking one. Okay, and that's the transparent one, and this one is the solid one, so it covers up. I'm going to copy that one, the solid one, since it's selected. Do copy. I've gone to a different document now, and I want to use the texture that I saved over on Procreate. So what I want to do, I've got this image here now, but I want to go to the gear on the page toolbar here. I'm clicking on the gear, and I'm going to change it from template to custom page, and then I've got to get rid of that because that's my default for custom page. I'm going to change it. I don't have to worry about the paper color, but I do have to worry about the line. I'm going to make it blank, and then I'm going to scroll back up and use paper texture, turn that on. Now I'm going to do from pasteboard, and there you have it. Now my paper, for that page anyway, is going to look like this. A brush from Procreate that now works in ZoomNotes to do what ZoomNotes does with it. Now, if I do a plus now, see, it's just going to go back to the way it was. But if I wanted to do multiples of the same thing, then I could just do duplicate, and each new page would be this texture. All right? So, don't toss out your Procreate brushes. I personally just like everything about ZoomNotes, so I'm going to use whatever I create. I'm going to use it in ZoomNotes. I'm not going to use it in Procreate as a tool to use in Procreate. You see what I'm saying? It's a brush that I can use somewhere else. Okay, that's it. Y'all have a great day here. Bye.